July 9, 2025, in a move that sent ripples throughout the sports world and beyond, Angel Reese made a deeply personal and career-defining announcement on Wednesday that is already being hailed as one of the most significant milestones in her life. The basketball star, known for her on-court dominance, unapologetic confidence, and cultural influence, stepped in front of cameras and a tightly packed room of media professionals to deliver a message that had been speculated about for weeks. The setting was intimate, yet the air buzzed with anticipation. Reese, who has become not just a player but a brand, an icon, and a voice for her generation, stood poised and visibly emotional as she addressed her fans, her team, and the wider sports community. While her announcement had been closely guarded, with few leaks or hints, the weight of it became immediately clear as she began to speak. A moment of reflection and rebirth. Angel Reese began by thanking her supporters, from her family and close friends to fans who have stood by her through the highs and lows of her journey. Her voice, calm yet resolute, carried the gravity of what she was about to share. With a deep breath, she announced a shift in her personal and professional life that surprised many and inspired even more. "I've always played with my heart on my sleeve," she began. "Every game, every practice, every moment in this sport has been about more than just winning. It's been about representing where I come from, who I am, and what I stand for. Today, I'm making a decision that reflects not just where I've been, but where I'm going." What followed was an emotional declaration. Angel Reese revealed she would be taking a temporary break from professional basketball to focus on her mental health, community projects, and an educational initiative she is launching later this year. Her decision, though unexpected, was not without context. Reese has long been a vocal advocate for mental wellness, often using her platform to highlight the pressures athletes face, especially Black women in the spotlight. The announcement in detail. In her announcement, Reese outlined 3 key pillars of her next chapter. 1. Mental health and personal growth. Reese shared openly about the mental toll that constant performance pressure, social media scrutiny, and the weight of public expectations have taken on her. "I love this game, but I have to love myself more. I've learned that real strength sometimes means stepping back so you can step up in a new way," she said. She emphasized that this decision was not about quitting, but about healing and regrouping, so she can return better than ever. 2. The Angel Project. Perhaps the most exciting revelation was the launch of the Angel Project, a foundation dedicated to empowering young women from underserved communities through education, sports mentorship, and leadership development. The initiative, which has been in the works for over a year, aims to provide scholarships, mentorship programs, and workshops in inner cities and rural areas alike. "I want to create something that outlives me. This is about building futures and breaking cycles," Reese explained. 3. Academic return and a new chapter. In a move that further stunned her fans, Reese announced she would be returning to school part-time to pursue a degree in psychology and sports leadership. "Education has always been important to me. I want to understand more deeply how the mind works, how we cope, and how we grow, not just for myself, but for the next generation of athletes and leaders." The reaction from fans and peers. Almost immediately after the announcement, social media platforms erupted with support. Hashtags like #AngelReese and #TheAngelProject trended within minutes, with fans, fellow athletes, and public figures praising her vulnerability and courage. Many of her peers from the WNBA, NBA, and even Hollywood stars sent messages of encouragement. While some expressed sadness at her temporary leave from the sport, the overwhelming sentiment was one of respect and admiration. "It takes guts to walk away from the game you love for the sake of your health and purpose," one post read. "Angel Reese is showing us what real leadership looks like." Several teams and organizations also pledged to support her foundation and invited her to collaborate on projects during her time away from the court. Endorsement brands that have long worked with Reese reaffirmed their commitment, further underlining her influence beyond basketball. A rising star who changed the game. Angel Reese's journey has been anything but ordinary. From her early days as a standout high school player to her collegiate stardom and meteoric rise in the professional league, she has constantly defied expectations. Her grit, charisma, and undeniable talent have drawn comparisons to legends of the game, but her unapologetic authenticity is what truly sets her apart. Known for her swagger and expressive play style, Reese has embraced the spotlight and controversy alike. Her infamous "you can't see me" gesture during a college championship game became both a viral moment and a cultural flashpoint, sparking nationwide conversations on race, gender, and sportsmanship. Through it all, she never backed down, using every challenge as fuel to keep pushing forward. But Wednesday's announcement marks a different kind of victory, one that isn't measured in points or trophies, but in growth, courage, and transformation. A broader conversation. Reese's announcement comes amid a growing wave of athletes speaking out about mental health and stepping away from competition to prioritize their well-being. From Olympic champions to NFL stars, the conversation is shifting. What was once stigmatized is now seen as essential. Taking care of one's mental and emotional health is no longer a weakness, but a strength. Reese's voice adds a powerful new dimension to that dialogue. As a young Black woman in the spotlight, her decision challenges long-standing expectations and stereotypes. She's not just an athlete, she's a role model, a businesswoman, an advocate, and now, a changemaker in the space of mental wellness and youth empowerment. "Sometimes we think we have to be superheroes 24/7, she said during the announcement. But even superheroes need to rest, heal, and come back stronger. What's next for Angel Reese? Though she didn't set a specific return date to the basketball court, Reese made it clear she is not retiring. "This is not goodbye. This is just me choosing to grow in a new direction before I come back better, wiser, and more ready than ever," she stated. In the coming months, Reese will be traveling to several cities to launch pilot programs under the Angel Project, host leadership camps, and give motivational talks at schools and community centers. She also hinted at a possible book release in the future, saying, "There's a lot of stories still to tell." For now, she is focused on healing, building, and giving back, 3 missions that she says have been calling her for a long time. A message that resonates. As her speech concluded, Reese left the audience with words that resonated far beyond the walls of the press room. "I want every young girl watching this, every kid who's ever felt like they had to be strong all the time, to know this. It's okay to pause. It's okay to ask for help. And it's okay to choose your peace. You are more than what you do. You are who you are becoming." The room fell silent, then erupted in applause, not for a game-winning shot or a highlight dunk, but for a moment of truth, humanity, and bravery. Conclusion: a legacy in motion. Angel Reese's announcement may have marked a pause in her playing career, but it also marked the beginning of a new era, not just for her, but for sports culture as a whole. Her journey from celebrated athlete to multifaceted changemaker continues to evolve, proving that greatness isn't just about what happens on the court. It's also about knowing when to take a step back, when to stand for something greater, and when to lead by example. Angel Reese has done all of that and more, with one heartfelt announcement on a Wednesday that will be remembered for years to come.